YouTube. Here are the best bets for Saturday, May 24th. It's a hell of a weekend. It's a Memorial Day weekend. And Luke, what are we talking about here today?
Happy Memorial Day. What a weekend. What a weekend for sports. We got the NBA playoffs. We got NHL playoffs. We got a full MLB slate. We're going to give you a 3-team parlay on the diamond. We're going to give you a pick in basketball, a pick in baseball. We're going to start with some NBA playoffs. Thunder versus T-Wolves. The T-Wolves, home dogs against the Thunder, who are looking like a buzzsaw.
Look, we need to clean our act up. Once again, we have found ourselves on the wrong side of a series. We had hope for the Minnesota Timberwolves, but that hope has been fucking swept out from beneath us. Swept out from beneath us. When now I'm looking at this Minnesota Timberwolves, they beat a fraudulent Lakers team against a 40-year-old and a fat guy. They beat up on an injured Warriors team in a series that had no juice.
Correct.
And now we're looking at down 0-2. We took 7.5 back-to-back nights. We lost the 7.5 to start. Then we tried to get our lick back and bounce back with another 7.5 because how easy would it be just to close your eyes and click on a team who won by 26 points game one? And it ended up being that simple. So, I mean, Luke, when watching these games, the Thunder are just a buzzsaw.
Yeah, I'm starting to think watching game two, like, this might just be an NBA playoffs we look back at and think that team was just way better than everybody else.
It was always the Thunder. And when you watch the games, it's so interesting because you're like, I don't know how this team is this good. They defend the hell out of the ball.
They swarm on the
series. Obviously, they have MVP SGA, but the role players and the way that this team works, I mean, I know we were warned about them. They obviously had a historical season, regular season, and now they're trying to seek their first ever NBA Finals and NBA championship as the Oklahoma City Thunder. Luke, I guess it was always the Oklahoma City Thunder. I said going into last night or game number 2 that if the Minnesota Timberwolves ended up getting slapped, ended up getting belt to ass game 2 and couldn't manage to cover a 7.5 point spread, the series was over and maybe the entire playoffs. And now we see minus 310 for the Thunder to win the final. It's unbelievable, dude.
With all that being said, if there was ever a game to back the Minnesota Timberwolves, it could be a gentleman's sweep. Game 1, game 2 slap. Game 3, the Timberwolves protect the house. I think that they cover, and I actually think that they win.
Dude, we put ourselves in these, or at least I do, because I don't want to drag you into the bottom of the depths of the ocean with me. But I put myself in these positions where then I am chasing in these NBA series because now I have no choice, Luke. My hands are tied. I have to take the Timberwolves because I took them game 1. I got slapped. Then game 2, I'm like, well, it can't be that easy to take 7.5 points against a team who just won by 26. I'm going to ride with the Timberwolves again, trying to bounce back. And then they get slapped again, even though it seemed close. Even with 2 minutes left, it was a 10-point game. I'm like, can we backdoor? We don't. It gets shut right on our fucking face once again. And now I'm in a position where if I do take the Oklahoma City Thunder game 3, the Timberwolves come out and win outright, and I want to jump off a bridge. So with that being said, I have no choice. We have no choice but to take the Minnesota Timberwolves with the points. Luke, this spread has actually gone from 4 to 2.5. It's moving in our direction. I don't give a shit whether if it's 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, whatever it may be. The Timberwolves need to win game 3. We need a little juice. Adam Silver, make a fucking phone call. We need a little juice out of the West. And hands are tied. I feel like a psycho. You know, I'm just.
We might need to call on Scott Foster, the old extender, to get into game 3 for Minnesota.
Please, something.
I like the Timberwolves in this game. This is not a bad team. They've hung around. The Thunder, I feel like once they start to go at home, it kind of gets out of control.
Out of control, both games.
Yeah.
Both games out of control. Both games were in the third quarter, midway. You're looking at it in 6 minutes left in the third quarter. A tight game. And then the Thunder go on these runs to end the third and start the fourth, and it's just fucking dead. I don't know. Hopefully it's a different story in Minnesota. But with the resume that the Thunder are coming off of and the resume that the Timberwolves, like we said, I guess it was just always the Thunder.
Yeah. Not today. Not in game 3. Give us the Wolves. Give us the Wolves plus
Give us the
2.5,
Wolves.
plus 4. Give
Give
us
us
the
the
Wolves on
Wolves
the money
game
line.
3.
Feed me Minnesota. All right. Now to
Spread money line.
from the hardwood to where you've had a little more success on the ice. This series, game 3 tonight, has been an absolute bloodbath thus far. Panthers, Canes. The Canes don't look like the playoff team, and the Panthers look like they're going to beat everybody.
Yeah. And you wouldn't have had that thought when they were going against Toronto.
Yeah.
When you were watching that series, it was when you see now the Panthers playing the Hurricanes, it's like, what the fuck happened?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like night and day.
Yeah.
Maybe the Leafs were better than I thought, at least, because I thought in that series I was all Florida. Toronto put up a really good fight. Now we've gone Florida, then thought maybe the Canes would bounce back game 2. They get fucking slapped before you blink an eye. It's 3-0. And now we're traveling. Now we're traveling to Florida.
Yeah, we be.
It's like make room on the plane. Not only pack your fucking hockey bag, pack the golf clubs too.
Yeah.
Luke, when looking at this spread or the line, the fact that the Panthers are only minus 150
at home
doesn't sit well with me.
No, I agree. How easy is it to watch those first 2 games? 5-0, 5-2, whatever it was, 10-2.
Yeah.
And now you just get minus 150 at home.
Why the fuck would I not drop my trousers and literally do weird things to this spread and absolutely hammer the Florida Panthers? I just watched 2 games in Carolina where they literally took him to the barn out back and shot him like a horse. And now you get minus 150 at home for a game 3? This looks like boys against men. These 2 teams shouldn't be on the same fucking ice right now, and you can get near even money for the Florida Panthers, a team who won the cup last year and now's blood's in the water. It can't be that fucking easy.
Yeah, you think it was insane?
I feel psychotic.
You think it was insane to take
what?
You think it was insane to God? It's hard to get you to stop talking when we're not together.
Yeah.
You think it was hard to take the T-Wolves plus the points? It's even more psychotic to take the Canes, but that's how we roll. Give us the Canes.
I mean, luckily, Saturday night, Memorial Day weekend, we're going to have a couple drinks. We're going to be with the fellas. We're going to be having a good time, maybe a little bar action. At least, this will make the sweating a little bit easier. The fact that we're going to war and getting in bed with the Timberwolves and the Canes, 2 teams who might as well be on fucking vacation with us. We're psychos, but give us the Canes on the money line.
All right, now let's get to the diamond. Baseball Memorial Day weekend, it just seems like you got to hit a 3-teamer. And I mean, doing this remotely with Gavin, it's like trying to steal the Declaration of Independence, trying to get a word in. But luckily, this is your time to shine. We got 3 teams, 3 on the diamond, 3-team parlay. We got underdogs in the NBA. We got underdogs in the NHL. Now let's hit us with a little 3-teamer.
I know. I want to take every game on the board,
Do it.
all weekend.
Do it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, just Memorial Day and baseball on the diamond go together like a peanut butter and jelly, But we have 3 legs on a Saturday. And Luke, do you want to cue us off? You want to take us off here?
You gonna let me say something?
Yeah.
That's gas. AL East, Zach Eflin, Hunter Dobbins, first game.
Look, coming off a doubleheader, we're in Fenway. We're going to roll with the Sox. We're going to roll with the Red Sox on the money line. Dobbins, pretty frisky, dude.
He's been solid.
I know it seems like an uphill battle with Eflin. It seems like the only games that the Orioles could win are with Eflin on the bump, but it doesn't worry me.
No. All right, give us the Sox leg 1. Leg 2, we got a D-backs Cardinals matchup. Looking like it could be a playoff series. These are 2 solid squads. Merrill Kelly, Matthew Liberatore on the mound.
Again, very sneaky. I love Merrill Kelly. Liberatore, honestly, has been the best pitcher, I feel like, outside of Sonny Gray in the rotation for the Cardinals. But snakes are going to snake. I feel like this is like we're trying to go off the beaten path here on a Saturday, get really frisky with a couple teams outside of the box. We're going to go on the road in St. Louis. I like the D-backs here.
Give us the snakes. And then leg 3, kind of on the beaten path, your Phillies. against the A's. You seem like the sky is falling.
Sky's falling in Sacramento. The balls are going to be flying out. This is the final road series, West Coast roads road trip for the Phillies. Christopher Sanchez on the bump. I feel like this rotation right now is very crisp, very clean between Jesus Luzardo, Zach Wheeler, Christopher Sanchez, not Aaron Nola. He gets what, $160 million in the offseason. He's been trash.
Yeah.
But when Christopher Sanchez has been on the bump, very solid things. We've seen success. I like the Phillies here on the money line. They're coming home next week. They've had a pretty easy schedule as of late with the Rockies, the A's. There was a couple other in the mix. They're coming home next week. It's going to get more frisky. They're going against the Braves, a couple other solid squads. Look, we're in Fenway. We're gonna snake a game out in St. Louis, and we're on Sacramento with the Philadelphia Phillies. This is so weird that it almost just might hit.
3 teams in baseball. T-Wolves, home dogs in the NBA. Hurricanes, psychotic. Memorial Day weekend.
Before we end, too, I might be dabbling a little bit on the Final Four National Championship for men's lax.
Nice, dude.
Dude, little Memorial Day, we're over here on the Northeast. So it's on televisions around everywhere. You would think it was the Final Four for men's college basketball, but I might dip a toe in the water. We got Maryland. Some solid matchups, dude.
Stay tuned. Twitter,
Stay tuned.
Instagram,
Fellas,
TikTok. Subscribe to the page.
Make sure you drop a like, subscribe. Luke, we're not on the same page when we're not together.
There's nothing I can do.
Comment your favorite pick of the night, and fellas, have a weekend. We'll see you on the other side.